Hello, dear inquisitive mind. Welcome to today's class. Today we'll be looking at the topic Introduction to Chemistry. So, let's go. In this class, you will learn the definition of chemistry, the importance of chemistry, as well as career opportunities in chemistry. Here comes the big question. What is chemistry? The chemistry is the branch of science that studies matter, its composition, structure, properties, and the changes it undergoes. In simple terms, chemistry helps you to understand what different things are made of. For example, what is water made of? What is hair made of? What is the chair you sit on made of? It also helps you to understand the different changes that things can undergo. For example, how does iron rust? How does water boil? How does butter melt? These are some of the questions that chemistry provides answers to. Our discussion about chemistry will be incomplete if we don't talk about matter. So what is matter? Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. So what does it mean for something to have mass? It means you can determine if it is light or heavy. And when something occupies space, it means when you put it in a particular place, you cannot put something else there. For example, when you are sitting on a chair, you are occupying space. And that is why examples of matter include air, water, chair, plants, book, animals, and man. Yes, another big question to answer is this: why is chemistry important? Chemistry is all around us, whether at home, in the school, or in the environment. So with the knowledge of chemistry, we are able to do the following. Number one, understand the food we eat. We are also able to understand the components of the air we breathe in. It is through chemistry we know that the air we breathe in contains oxygen, it contains nitrogen and other components. We also understand the medicines we take, whether it is paracetamol, whether it is aspirin. Secondly, chemistry helps us to create products. With the knowledge of chemistry, we can create the products that we use on a daily basis. For example, soap, plastic, and fertilizers. Thirdly, through the knowledge of chemistry, we can solve global challenges. These challenges include pollution, whether water pollution, air pollution, or noise pollution. Through the knowledge of chemistry as well, we can solve the challenge of diseases and food scarcity. So tell me, is chemistry not important? Yes. So here comes another interesting aspect of this topic: careers in chemistry. So you might want to ask me, Tutor Deremi, what can I become if I study chemistry? And I'm glad to announce to you that there are different careers in chemistry. The first one is analytical chemist. As an analytical chemist, you have the knowledge to conduct different tests on different samples. For example, you can conduct tests on food, on drinks, on water to determine if they are good or not. So analytical chemists, for example, can help us to determine if a particular food or drink has expired or not. Does that sound interesting to you? Let's talk about pharmaceutical chemists. Pharmaceutical chemists basically develop new medicines. At the same time, they test new medicines. So they want to know, what can we do to make this particular medicine work better? What can we do to develop a drug that is going to cure cancer, a drug that will cure HIV, and so on and so forth. So if you are very curious about drugs, you want to know how medicines are produced, you want to know how different things are put together to produce medicines that heal, then you should consider being a pharmaceutical chemist. Then we also have agricultural chemists. An agricultural chemist helps farmers to improve their farm produce. How? By improving the fertilizers and pesticides used. So agricultural chemists sit down, they study the fertilizers that farmers use, and then they think about ways to improve those fertilizers so that farmers can generate more profits. At the same time, they look at pesticides, herbicides, and other chemicals that farmers use, and they try to see what can be done to improve them. So, which one of these two are you interested in?
An industrial chemist uses the knowledge of chemistry to design and control the production of different materials. So you can find an industrial chemist in a cosmetic company, pharmaceutical company, food, drink, and water producing company as well. On the other hand, we have environmental chemists. This particular set of chemists deal with environmental impacts and pollution. So they try to understand the causes of certain pollution, whether water pollution, air, land, or noise pollution, and develop ways to control the pollution. Lastly, but not the least, you can be a chemistry teacher or lecturer. So you can decide to be like Miss Adiremi and say, oh, I want to be a chemistry teacher. I want to help students understand chemistry better.
Thank you so much for watching up to this moment. If you have any question, do well to type it in the comment section. In this class, I have explained the definition of chemistry, importance of chemistry, as well as careers in chemistry. Now, before we call it a day, kindly answer these questions. You can type your answers in the comment section, and I will see you in the next class. Bye.